fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only one.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Jadon Mickens on the return.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now Brady to Evans on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Brady's pass.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Former first-round pick Leonard Floyd is no longer with the Bears, so they signed Robert Quinn to replace him as a sack guy. And Robert Quinn just got one right there. Had 11.5 sacks last year with Dallas. The best since his lone all-pro season in 2014. And I know the Bears are his fourth team in 4 years after stints with the Rams, Dolphins, and Cowboys. But don't be fooled by that. Robert Quinn still has a lot of juice left in his tank.
The Bears take over first.
Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the #2 pick in 2017.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
Brought down back at his own 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
On offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 9 carries, 57 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide.
Brady's pass.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And that's complete to his running back, Vaughn.
Complete to
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
out of the end zone. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
If Jason Pierre-Paul just manages to stay on the field and play 16 games, we could have double-digit sack numbers and then some, because over his first 2 seasons in Tampa Bay, 21 sacks, earned himself a new contract, but hasn't been fully healthy. If Jason Pierre-Paul is that guy, look out. We'll see more plays as we just saw there.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, now Brady. He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The tackle made.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Two times. 3 down.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Vita Vea gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Oh, you know, that did not feel good. Vita Vea with the sack there. And we know he's a big-time presence on the defensive line, especially against the run. but he'll surprise you with his quickness and his upfield agility in order to get to the quarterback. If you're blocking him, it's going to be a long afternoon or evening, a tough proposition.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Oh, how to get it up, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good to make it 14-0. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play.
Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Play action. Now Trubisky. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of
Always
6.
thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud, 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
The 30-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Bears 3.
Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Throwing now is Brady. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. From the 44, Trubisky looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. He was brought down at the
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down and 4, Trubisky quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. That throw by Brady incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
8-yard pickup. And a Buccaneer first down.
From midfield, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Oh, the return is Mickens. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later-than-usual start in Cleveland, where it'll be the Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And one final game to highlight. It's Sunday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's brought in right side by Ginn. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him. A little bit more here in the second half.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Could have gone with a ground game there, opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
He was brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Brady on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The ball carrier.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
6-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 6.
First down, Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that one results in 35 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now Brady. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from the 1. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after touchdown.
They go play action. Trubisky. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
40-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
On the tackle.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Devin White in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
40-yard line.
Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Brady, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Buccaneers.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Brady gives this one off to Jones. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 15 now. Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. The give is to Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Bears 10. Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
9-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Mitchell Trubisky.
William Golston in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Trubisky on 1st down, and he finds his tight end Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Under pressure, and he will Sacked back at the 46. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So Montgomery denied on fourth and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Hey, that's wide, 80. You must be true. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
On second down, here's Fournette. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
15.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
And
he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Suckup for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards there and a first down.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and
you can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. It's caught outright by Graham. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
46-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Buccaneers 49, Bears 13.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Brady on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro?